Hi, this is Tapcat. Welcome back to the Banner Saga. And no, we need to rest at least one day. I'm worried about resting much. We're down to 15 days of supplies. We are kind of in the home stretch, though, I think, for the game. And I have 2 people that are injured that we could get back if we rest just one more day. So I think that makes sense. Give ourselves a little cushion on the morale, maybe, too. Alright. So that's that. Now, do we want to promote anybody? Maybe. Possibly. Let's see. Ivor is healthy again. That's good. Yeah, let's kind of... I definitely would want the 2 Varl. He would be really expensive to promote. But I mean, I feel like I could use it. Oh, okay. I guess I can... I guess when he got hurt, it like resets him in a weird way. So let me do that. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I kind of like this. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so I guess I'm not promoting him. What about Crummer? Oh, that's weird. That's not lined up right for some reason. Hey, man, he's not great. That armor is so low. Okay, let's take the point of armor. The point of shield break, and I guess that's it. We get another promotion. I'll definitely put it into strength, I think. But for the moment, that's going to have to do. So I could promote him again, but that would literally use the last of my renown. So let me think about that. I guess Rook is my other option. Or I could save this for a little while, and given our supplies, that's honestly what I probably need to do. Yeah. Let's just have one of these guys in the group. And then maybe Oddleaf. And actually, that's what I probably need to do. Is promote her. She's weak, but obviously she gets better as you promote her. So let's give her a little bit of strength. And I could do this so that she could break up to 4 armor in one turn. And depending on somebody's health, of course, she could do a little more damage. I'll try that. That's not like I can, go back and respec later, so. All right, well, I think we're ready to leave camp. So we'll get back on the road from poor Einertoft and the broken bridge. Sorry, guys. I guess we wore out our welcome there pretty good. I'm down to 12 days supplies. That is scary. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varl surrounded by half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This Varl killed my father without reason." The Varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. Yeah, I want to know a little bit more about this. The Varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lies," shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward." The men wildly attack the Varl, who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain of how long he can keep it up. I'll defend him, I guess. Ivor, you say, we could use any Varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we? He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The Varl turns toward you. Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in the company of other Varl. He falls in line with the others, and you return to travel. So, I guess we didn't get a new, character, per se. Hopefully I won't regret bringing him, but... A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. I can't stop the caravan. I can't. We're going to keep moving, but let the healers tend to her. Fighters stay alert for any threat while the caravan moves on. The healers rub the girl's arms and legs under blankets to no avail. An hour later, one healer approaches you with tears in her eyes. She says nothing, only shakes her head. I mean, that sucks, but I don't know what to say, man. I can't let everyone in the caravan die of starvation to save one person in a world that's falling apart. It appears that large figures following from the direction of Einertoft. Oddleaf watches intently before finally saying, they have a cart, I can hear it. You slow to get a better view and spy a small caravan of Varl. Eventually they catch up. Greetings, Ivor. It's been quite a while since we talked, hasn't it? I know you. Ubin? Never imagined you to be one to defy the king. What made you leave? Someone had to. What do you mean? Bellower is heading this way. Already? How is that possible? A group of Varl from Wormtoe showed up around the back of Einartoft, the long way. Bellower and his army chased them across the summer path, they said. Past Wormtoe? That doesn't make sense. Bellower was at the bridge. He must have doubled back after that serpent appeared. While we fought on the bridge, he led half his forces around to approach Einartoft from behind. The attack on the bridge was a feint? Don't let anyone tell you the Dredge aren't clever. Einartoft will fall within a day. Maybe not. He's following you. I thought one of you might know why. You exchange nervous glances, but nobody speaks up. Must be me then. Is there something I don't know? That's quite a grudge he's holding if he's coming for you, Ivor. It doesn't matter. Our only chance is to get to Sigerholm. Juno will know what to do. We'll join you. I bring supplies and warriors, and my friend Gunnulf here bears a heavy sword. I believe he'd be happy to swing it for you. Criminy, I hope so. We can do with the supplies, too. Alright, I mean, that's pretty good. I sure wish we had back, all the different guys that were in that other group, though. It's frustrating to lose all that headway. Maugre was really good, and Hagkon. Anyway, the caravan stops at a split in the road. Ahead, the path leading to Sigerholm veers off into the hills, which are now swimming with familiar black shapes. Awesome. Dredge that way too, grimaces Avend. The summer path leads straight to Sigerholm, while taking the main road will add several days. They're every way now, by now, replies Uben. I suggest we go around, past Haukstorp. I mean, Uben's pretty smart. We'll do what he says. I hate to say it, you tell Avend, but I'm not willing to walk into swarms of dredge anymore. Juno will have to wait. You turn toward the long round around Haukstorp instead, hoping you've saved lives in the process. I feel like there's a typo in there somewhere, but we get the idea. We're going around this town, or mountain, or whatever Haukstorp is. I fear that the extra supplies we got when Uben joined us will not, last long. We're already starting to get down to where we were. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach the caravan. They might be outlaws, you hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. Wow, that's an interesting assumption. One of the strangers approaches, saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome." His hard eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. I'm kind of screwed here. I'm so low. I offer no food, but inform them of the dredge I'm kind of thinking about. Ask them how they came to be here. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. Your warriors step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying loudly, "The last group to ask us questions tried to kill us." Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not? Fight with us and earn your food. The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Oh, crap. Unfortunately, it's less than a day later that you discover they vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. I knew I shouldn't have done it. I couldn't afford to lose 3 days' supplies, I'll tell you that. You enter a village of miners who want to know what has been happening recently between the rumblings of the quake and sightings of dredge in the distance. As you look around, you see a lot of elderly and children, and know that these people will only be more mouths to feed. Yeah, I'm not adding more people. The words stick in your throat when you tell the townspeople you won't be able to take any more into the caravan. They look disappointed but understand, planning to hold out as long as they can. I don't know what to say, man. I'm sorry, but oh my God, we need rest. And we need food. Well, one renown gets 6. That's good, at least. So everyone that I buy pretty much is giving me another day. Let's do that for starters. I might buy more, to be honest. I don't think I can really afford, unless one of these is just amazing. I wouldn't mind +2 armor on rest, but resting during combat is so dodgy. Let's talk to Gunnulf. Don't talk much, do you? You approach the massive green-clad Varl who is sitting quietly by himself eating bread. So? Just wanted to know anyone who can cleave a dredge in two like that a little better. I'm Rook. When did Rook see him cleave a dredge in two? What to know? Uben asked me to chop a dredge in two. I chop him. Traveled with Uben for long? Yes, long time. When I was young, I fight for another varl. It did not work out. But I learned to swing a sword. Ubin pays well, gives me plenty of things to kill. To be honest, maybe too many things these days. You like that sword, huh? No, I love this sword. Given to me by old Skrymir himself. When I start working for Ubin, he says, I protect the king's collection. I protect the king. Gunnulf makes an expression somewhere between pain and frustration. I couldn't save it, though. He makes a hand motion like an object falling from a tall height and exploding. Mattered a lot at the time. I think it doesn't matter now. Skrymir is dead anyway. I'll let you finish your meal. Want to be friends with Gunnulf, Rook? He pops the last hunk of bread into his mouth. Keep food in the cart. Okay. So we need to rest. I got to get my morale up, unfortunately. This kills me, man. All right, let me come back here. I'm going to get more food. I guess that's it. Yep. All right. They don't have any left. I could rest one more day, but, you know, just to get morale more solidly into great, but I don't know if we're going to get a lot more chances to buy more. So I think I dare not do that. Look at that, shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch Dredge, pooling into the visit you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says a lad, but you have your doubts. They're coming, says Ivor, pointing out a line of Dredge leaving the village and marching toward you. As you watch, the Dredge in front falls over, then the one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery student of Oddleaf's, who you recall deftly shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another Dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oddleaf, squinting, but we should get out of here. That's right, let's go. But why don't you come with us the next time you want to try out that bow, you tell Nid, who nods, a smile on her face. Yeah, I feel like the noose is closing in around us, man. It's tightening on our throats. These stupid Dredge, they just keep coming. Up ahead, a scout shouts, some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure, but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath the roof you overhear, several families begin unpacking. Keep everyone back until you're certain it's safe. Several volunteers search the building with weapons drawn. Just as they're announcing an all clear, a varl leans against support, which gives way, and a third of the structure crumbles. Luckily, no one is injured, but you leave the crumbling building behind. Yeah. I had a feeling that was probably not going to go well. Well, this has been a very travel-heavy episode so far, hasn't it? That's an interesting setup, how these stones are separate from each other, but they fit like a puzzle piece if you get in front of it. The godstone of Dunder passes around you. In the frozen climates here, it looks like the rock has split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up again once you've passed through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Ivor, who seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow around it, Dredge might not even be able to find us. Alright, we'll stay here overnight. You walk around camp before settling in. Along each strand of Dunder's massive beard is carved a different part of his story, and you turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was the first to create, she soon found a counterpart in Dunder, who embodied her ideals in a masculine form. Dunder took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secrets of smithing, though many remember him just as fondly for teaching them games of songs and mirth. As the camp settles in, you notice you notice a group of boys huddled around something. They show you an offering box carved into the godstone itself. The box is an elaborate construction of interlocking pieces which slide around when touched. You can't get it open, they tell you. It looks like a puzzle. Well, what the heck, I'll try to open it. The boys take turns working out the puzzle and give you tips when it's your turn, though you don't seem to make much progress. Eventually they leave to sleep until it's just you and a couple of other determined youngsters. Yeah, what the heck, I'll try. It's hard to know how long you spend sliding around the smooth puzzle pieces, but when people begin emerging from their tents, you know you're in trouble, exhausted from a long sleepless night. Worse still, the box remains closed as you shuffle wearily along with the leaving caravan. Alright, well I didn't realize he'd stay up all night. And morale declines. Really? We just had a night of rest in a semi-sheltered spot. But, okay. Well, I guess we made it to Haukstorp. That answers that question. It is a town. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. I would offer a trade for the livestock. No big surprise you'd be more interested in the animals than me and mine, he says and spits. The answer's no. I'll have these men watching you, so none of my livestock just happen to follow you away. Okay. I'll leave them alone. What's his is his, you say to the caravan. No sense fighting those trying to protect themselves. Grumbling bounces around through the clansmen, but the caravan is once again moving. Well, he was rude, but whatever. We're going to get to town here in a second, which will be nice. In the distance, oh God, in the distance, Haukstorp smolders like an old campfire. Even from here, you can see black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town, remarks Ivor, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, Oddleaf reminds you. Oh, we can check, just in case. I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge or nothing we haven't faced before, Ivor grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it might throw Bellower off the scent a bit. You head a day's march out toward Haukstorp. Oh my God, I didn't know we were going out of our way a full day. That's annoying. As soon as you've stepped foot in the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the dredge are upon you as though stirred up by an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons. Awesome. Well, we'll see what's what. Alright, well, I think this group is about as good as I'm going to get. Let's see. +3 break. I would very much like him to have that. Sure. Do we have anything else? No. All right. That's fine. Let's just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, I hate these guys with their really high strength like that. Alright, well, it is what it is. So, once again, I can't really, get far enough over to a side, I think, to protect us exactly. You here. I'll put Rook here. And I'll put Oddleaf here, I guess. Alright. So, I mean, I could step up. Oh, man. I'm exposing him so bad, but I could push this guy back, but I honestly think I'm really tempted to do that. But, I mean, the flip side is I could get rid of most of his armor. Yeah, okay. I have 2 archers who can do real damage to him, so I don't know, though. He's going to get beat down hard. I kind of need to protect him to the extent that I can, so. Okay. I mean, if I came here, I would stop this guy from even being able to touch him. I'm going to come here and I'm definitely doing Stonewall. Well, that was not as productive as I hoped. Let's see. I'm way more worried about this guy. Alright. Yep. That hurt. It hurt a lot. I was really hoping that Rook or Oddleaf would get to attack before that guy went. But I guess I should have thought about the fact that they're towards the end of the priority. And I also didn't really look, to check or anything like that. But I mean, does anybody really need to check? I'll just kill this idiot. Ow. So yeah, he's really beat up already. That's pretty obvious. Well, I figure he won't be on his feet long, so we'll just do what we can while we can. We're making progress, but this is going to be a tough fight, especially if I have to, take on another guy right away. I kind of need to do a stone wall here. Just because of this guy. He's going to come over and really hit hard, so. Alright, well, I tell you what. Let me, do what I can here. Okay. Let me kill that guy. We'll kill him and we'll stop him from summoning somebody, so that's definitely worth doing. Alright, so that was good. We only took 1 damage from a guy with 18 strength. I think that's pretty darn good. I'm reluctant to come over here because I'm really making her vulnerable to this guy. I want to hit him, but I think I need to do this to protect her, if nothing else. Well, that was actually useful for me. I probably, yeah, I don't have any strength at all, man. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to come down a little bit, make it harder for some of them to get to him at least. And I'm just going to take all of his armor. Yep, here we go. Alright, at least it was only armor. Alright, I'm going to kill this guy. Actually, I have mixed feelings about that, because that's going to open up the path for this idiot. Maybe I can move... Yeah, ugh, God. I basically need to move him over here. Can I do... Not really. No. I can't really do any damage to him. Alright. Let me do this. I don't know how I'm going to push any damage through on him. This is going to be really difficult. Okay. Let's... Jeez. Alright, well, I guess I'll do this. Yep, that one hurt more. I was afraid of that. I should have moved here. Doggone it. Alright, unfortunately I won't kill him. But in some ways that's actually not bad. Because it means this guy only gets to go every 4th turn. And all these guys are pretty weak. I gotta wreck his armor so that we can hurt this SOB, man. He's not strong enough. Alright, I'll come here. And I'll just do this. We're going to try to set up a turn where we go bang, 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 and we just wreck them. But I have got to set it up by hurting him first. I mean, got to set it up that way. Alright, so I mean, I've taken away almost all of this idiot's armor. So that's one down. Alright, he's still going to be stronger than I want him to be, but nowhere near where he is now. And I did it just in time, but not quite, really. It must be... Yeah, it's Oddleaf's turn. Alright, kill this fool, please. Alright. Well, I can't do much damage, but I'll be able to now. Alright, we're just gonna go boom, boom, boom. Take these guys out and be done. But this is, even though not many of us fell, like, this is a pretty ugly fight for me. I should be able to, yeah. Alright, well, I got him a promotion. That's something, if I can ever afford to do it. So, Oddleaf got one. Gil got one. And that's it. Hogan's injured. I think he's the only one. At least they didn't make me do a second fight because, I mean, Ivor really got wrecked. This town is nothing but ghosts and now covered in more dredge bodies too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall with a couple items in front of him. He hums to himself as if nothing were wrong and seems to be in shock. Your clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. Alright, well there's a bunch of stuff we could do. We're really out of time. I just want to check this. So, wow, one renown gets 10 supplies. Well, that's what I'm going to end up doing, man. I see. So if I spend 5 renown, I clean him out. Done. And then heavy pommel, knockback. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I kind of care about that. But we'll see. The problem is I need my freaking renown for promotions. I mean, I need it really, really badly. So, you know, like these guys need 15 each. All of these guys need to spend 15. So that's 60 renown that I need. I have 20. I can do one of them. And then let me think. Yeah, no, after I spend the 15, I won't even have enough to promote Nid. Because apparently she's ready for promotion too. Well, that was weird. It had the plus sign, but nah, she's not. Alright, I'll try to bring her next time. It's weird that she has this though, because that... Yeah, like, see him. It says he's ready to be promoted. But she's got 0 experience, but she needs 5. Alright, whatever. Let's go ahead. We're going to leave it here for now. I probably won't promote anybody this minute, but when we come back, you know, we'll talk to Nid and then we'll press on. But that is for another day because that is all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.